What if I told you that the whole idea of the self-made person, that hero who succeeds all on their own? What if I told you it's a complete myth, and that the very path to success we've all been taught is actually what's holding us back? I mean, just listen to this quote. We are made up of thousands of others. That completely flips the script, doesn't it? It means every single person who's ever helped you, ever encouraged you, they're all part of your story. Keep that in your head as we dive in. So, let's start by tackling this head-on. Let's talk about the self-made myth. It's a really powerful story we tell ourselves, but it's one that master connector Keith Ferrazzi says is just deeply, deeply flawed.
You know the drill. From day one, we're taught that to get ahead, you gotta fight for it. You have to compete. And for you to win, well, somebody else has to lose. But Ferrazzi had this realization that this whole hyper-competitive way of looking at the world, it's completely backward.
Okay, so if success isn't about being self-made, then what is it about? Well, this next part, the genius of audacity, it's going to show you the real source of opportunity through one just incredible story. So I want you to picture this. You've got Ferrazzi's dad, right? He's a hardworking steel worker in a small town. No connections, no fancy degrees, nothing. But he has this desperate desire for his son to have a better life. So he cooks up this plan that it's just wild. It's almost unbelievable. He decides he's going to ask for a meeting with the CEO of the entire company, a guy he has never met. We're talking the boss of his boss's boss's boss. And here's the crazy part. It worked. The CEO was so blown away by the boldness of it all, he actually took the meeting. That one audacious move changed his son's entire life. And it was all based on this simple, profound lesson his dad taught him. The worst anyone can say is no. That powerful lesson, it's really the foundation for a totally different way of looking at life and work. And it brings us right to the core philosophy of the entire book, Stop Keeping Score. You can see the two mindsets right here. On one side, you've got the old way. It's all transactional. You're always thinking, okay, what's in it for me? But the new way, it's about building real relationships. And it's driven by a much, much more powerful question. How can I help you? And here's the secret, right? Your network is not a bank account where you just hoard favors. This quote says it perfectly. It's the exercising of equity that builds equity. The more you give, the more you help others without expecting anything back, the more valuable and powerful your relationships become. For everybody. All right, so you're probably thinking, okay, I get it. Stop keeping score, start giving. But how do you become someone that people actually want to connect with in the first place? Well, that brings us right here. How to be interesting. And it's way simpler than you think. First, just have a point of view, something unique that you bring to the table. Second, don't ever be afraid to ask those stupid questions. They often lead to the biggest breakthroughs. And third, and maybe most important, just share what you're passionate about. That kind of authentic enthusiasm, it's contagious. And this is so crucial. You don't need to fake it. Don't try to be some person you think other people will like. Your real power, the thing that makes you charming and magnetic, it comes from just being yourself. Your uniqueness is literally your superpower. Okay, so let's tie all of this together and talk about the actual real-world impact. This is what Ferrazzi calls the currency of relationships. Get a load of this number, 56%. A famous study found that's how many people find their jobs through a personal connection, not from a resume, not from a job board, from relationships. Just think about the sheer power in that for a second. And why is that? It's because at the end of the day, success isn't about spreadsheets or technology or transactions. It's always about people. Business is and always will be a completely human enterprise. And this whole idea goes so much further than just your career. As the Dalai Lama said, most of our happiness arises in the context of our relationships with others. So this isn't just a business strategy. It's a fundamental principle for a really happy and fulfilling life. So, I'm going to leave you with this one last really powerful question. It's a call to action you can start the second this is over. Don't overthink it. Just ask yourself, who is one person you can help today?